T-Bone. It's actually at a wedding for his godson today. And we had to fill some pretty big shoes, for those of you who've been to this event before. And we decided, well, we're in Maine. We needed someone from Maine, so you all know where you are. So we invited Maine humorist Gary Crocker, who is a segment host on the Maine Event on Channel 10, as well as a lot of his own shows that he does around the state. Up here they love him, and I think you will too. Without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our MC, Gary Crocker.
I want to start by offering every man in this room an opportunity. Tragic situation just happened in northern Maine. A friend of mine somehow came across Super Bowl tickets for the Super Bowl in 2017. 50-yard line, 6 rows back, all airfare, all hotel accommodations and meals covered. Then he realized it's the same day as his wedding. So he can't go, and he wants to know if there's any guy that wants to take his place. It'll be at St. Patrick's Cathedral. The name is Brenda. And she'll have a white dress on. I just want to get that out of the way. And the second thing I want to do is tell you that, yeah, I know, that struck a funny chord back there somewhere. She's wicked attractive. She played quarterback on a high school team. I'm in. A Cubs fan is here. Go Cubs. I can only say that because the Red Sox are out of it, but I'm with you. Oh, one other thing. Mowing my lawn for the last time the other day. Couldn't believe it. I live on a dirt road. Car comes wheeling down that road, throwing up dust everywhere because the side of the driver's side of the car was dragging on the ground. I've never seen anything quite so rough in my life. He comes right up next to me, big cloud of dust. I went over to the car to see what the heck was going on. He put the window down. I could see the problem. He had somehow jammed himself into that car. He dressed out about 600 pounds, and he was a good boy, nice fellow. He put the window down. I said, how can he help me? He says, how do I get to 295? I said, diet and exercise, I'm pretty sure. And one thing I want you to know before we get started. A commitment is what makes all of this happen. And I love commitment to product, to service, to country. I love commitment. And I got the best example in Massachusetts 2 weeks ago. I couldn't believe it. The strongest commitment I've ever seen to a product, and so well demonstrated. I was having dinner in North End, which is the best place in America to have dinner if you're available to it. Having a great time, sitting here with my wife, enjoying the evening, and on the table right next to us had 4 of the most powerful, most important men in the world sitting at it. I could not believe my good fortune. That close to that much power, authority. I was shocked, and there was not one security person around. Nothing. I was shocked. Finally, I decided I'd slide my chair away. I wanted to get a little closer to that table to find out just what people like that. These were, by the way, the 4 beer company presidents next to my table. So I got a little closer, and then just about the time the waitress walked over and said to the first fellow, who happened to be the Budweiser president, it was Budweiser, Coors, Corona, and Guinness, all at one table. She came over and said, what can I get you? Budweiser fellow said, oh, Budweiser, the king of beers. Second fellow said, oh, Coors, only beer with the Rock Mountain Spring Water. Third fellow said, well, I'll have that Mexican beer. I love Corona. Put a lime in it for me. Then she got the Guinness fellow, said, what can I get you? And he said, well, why don't you bring me a Coke? She said, you're not going to have beer? He said, they're not drinking beer. Why should I? That's a commitment to product. And I suspect it's the same commitment to what's brought you here today. I love that smile. It was great. You were in it. You feel free to turn that chair around if you want, because you're going to be doing it all day long, and you'll be need your chiropractor by the end of the day. At any rate, with all of that said, there's more to say as we go. I just want to cover a couple of things. I don't think we've thanked everybody. No, we haven't. So I want to, first of all, thank everybody here for taking the journey to be with us today. And the restrooms, if you haven't noticed, are under that clock. In case you find the need. Words from our sponsor, Steve Israelski, Tightrope Media Systems. Thank you to Tightrope Media Systems. Grace Thomas, Comrex. They said got some napkins, which I used a lot of napkins when I spilled my meal right over there. So thank you, Grace. Elaine Bossler, Castas. Don't know, is Elaine right here? Does she want to say a couple of things? You already did, you're all set. And Jonathan Lipsy, ISG. Jonathan. I almost said at Jonathan's table, but he bailed on me. He was over here. That was a mistake, because that's going to cost him a reward or something, right? Just kidding, John. No. Would you like to say anything?
I'm good, thank you very much.
You're good. You
Set up this morning.
All right, good. And Charlie Page and Brian Albertson from Telview. Either Brian or Charlie want to say anything? No. They're good, they're good. Special thanks are also listed on page 4 of your program. And I'd like to ask all the festival committee and volunteers to raise their hands right now and wave aggressively so we see who you are. Thank you. One of the commitments looks a lot like Bernie Sanders sitting right here in this seat. Yeah, just wishful thinking. Instructions. I'm supposed to give you instructions. Here's how it's going to work. The third and second place winners are going to be on this side of my podium. The first place winners will be on this side. Separation is a good thing sometimes. And, you know, we don't want any fisticuffs, any altercations. Calm everybody down. No, but that's how it's going to work. So if you're third place or second place winner, we're going to have you assemble over here for your picture. And that will happen, by the way, you can make your way up when we're showing the 15-second clip of the first place winner. It's going to be appearing back here. If you make your way to the stage area, second and third place, first place. And I'd like the first place winners to prepare some brief remarks. Don't come up here to prepare. Just prepare now. I need you to know who you are. You believe who you are. And with that, I think we're ready to start the show. So, let's rock and roll, as they say in the old days. Our first category. Whoops. You want to say something after all, don't you? No? See, you're all good. Yeah, he and I, look, we're friends, but he's leaving.
Can I have to go, or?
Yeah, you're okay. Well, you're going to go talk outside. Nice to see you guys. Hey, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
I'm liking these people a lot. First category, arts and theater, including comedy and drama. Non-professional category. Third place, Mono, Steve Dunning, Jeff Linebeck, DNAT TV. Second place, A Squirrel's Dilemma, Catherine Stewart, DNAT TV. And the winner is the leftover cookie dough, Lena Meager Bevcam. Arts and theater, including comedy and drama, professional. Third place, Elephant Graveyard. Pebble Bridges, ICAM, Ipswich Community Access Media. Second place, Glass Doors of Sandwich, Max Taiki, Magyar Sandwich Community TV. I apologize for the pronunciation. And the winner is Skago Pottery, Art Within the Wood, Max Taiko, Magyar Sandwich TV.
My name is Tina Hall, and this is Scargo Pottery.
Children and Youth, non-professional. Third place, Inner Crimes. Allison Rose, Miles Garnett, students of the Film and Acting Workshop, WACA TV. Second place, 3J's and that Guy's Kitchen. J.D. Wilson, Peabody Access Telecommunications. And winner is Marblehead Youth News, the kids and parents of MYM, Marblehead Community Access and Media.
MHTV's James Maroney traveled around to see how residents were faring.
What do you think of the snow?
Kind of getting tired of it. It's a lot of snow.
But the kids at Marblehead put this newscast together with the parents, and they're basically young kids from the ages of about maybe third grade of age grade, and they put their hearts and souls into this, and they deserve this award. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Children and Youth Professional. Third place, Stoughton Kids Crew, Jeffrey Pickett, Michael Hammond, Stoughton Media Access Corporation. Second place, the Creature Teachers, Rick Rock, Kelly Aducci, Active TV, and the winner is Around Queens with Lucia Draga, Coastal Classroom, Diana Leone, Lucia Drago, Queens Public Television. Community Impact, non-professional. Third place, Peabody Parklet, Stefan Jandrisovich, Tori Thompson, Peabody Access Telecommunications. Second place, No Country for Old Buildings, Matt Cookhill, Bevcam. And the winner is Chair of Fair, Brian Felice, Clayton Cheever, Quincy Access Television.
On December 11th, 1871, the Quincy Public Library was opened for the circulation of books. Many of the chairs have simply been loved to death. Please join in a moment of silence for the fallen chairs.
Community Impact Professional. This is a second place tie. Global Issues Network Conference, Amanda Wheeler, Amber Dumas, Daniel Capel, Pick TV, Rutland Region Community Television, and the second place tie, United Way Teletext-a-thon, Access Framingham staff, United Way of Tri-County staff, and the winner is Oyster Relay, John Gamache, Falmouth Community Television.
Oysters are nature's filter feeders. A single oyster filters 50 gallons of water every day.
Diversity Empowerment Non-Professional. Second place, Youth Voices, helping students with learning disabilities. Joni Bell, Youth Voices Boston Neighborhood Network. And the winner is the Malden Bowling Stones.
Good afternoon. I just want to say my partner that helped in this much, Maron, and myself, I just, humbled and honored that we won this prize. I just want to say this came to be because we met a father and son at McDonald's one Sunday morning, and it all developed from there. It was a really nice way of community getting together, and the video was a nice way to show the community what's happening, because most of these bowlers were from Malden, and the bowling alleys in Malden. And I want to thank MATV so much for the possibility to bring the community information to them and all their help. Thank you.
Diversity Empowerment Professional. Third place, Kelly's Quest, Kelly Jenkins, Acton TV. Second place, Dan Gilman, Amber Dumas, and that's Rutland Regional Community Television. And the winner is Accessible Housing in the City, Judith A. Warren, Matthew DeCiro, Jamie Turchak, Worcester Government Television, City Worcester.
Meet Cesar Rodriguez and his brother-in-law Brian Santiago as they take a look around their new apartment and what it means to them.
Being able to feel independent, being able.
Documentary, non-professional. Third place, Chicken Hill Gardens, Goats. As a main humorist, there's a lot of places you can go with that, and I'm not doing it. Rob Hunter, RETN. Second place, A Few Stanzas to Our Mothers, Michael Brusilovsky, New TV, and the winner is Finding the Words, Tim Swift, Stefan Jandrisovich, and God, I'm going to need a chiropractor for my tongue. Gender 7. Good. Thank you, Bill. And Connor Murphy, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
When I was in 8th grade, my older sister and I were going to school, and a red Honda Civic blows through their red light and we end up T-boning them. My head hit the dashboard.
It was a full student production. It did everything, and we're just really thankful and honored that we could be a part of it. Thank you.
Documentary professional. Second place, because it's first place tie, Queens Centers for Progress, Making a Difference. Daniel J. Leon, John Collins, Queens Public Television, and the first place ties between Betsy Cox Summer Camp, Amanda Wheeler, Amber Dumas, Daniel Appel, that's PEG TV and Rutland Regional Community Television, and the tie is with Perspectives, Women and Guns, and Primero, that's GNA TV.
It's overwhelming to think how many people have guns in this country and how they're being used.
This started as just a simple idea to explore whether when people used guns, it would change their perspective about guns in general. And because of the community members that were involved, they brought it to such a higher level with their thoughtfulness and their honesty. And we all learned a lot. And they talked about laws and loopholes, and they talked about mental illness and all the complicated issues. So every day we all sort of reflect our community, engage our community, and they lift us to a higher place. So thank you.
Historical documentary, non-professional. Third place, First Baptist Church, 200 years of service. Tom Grazowitz, Fran Grazowitz, Michelle Gould, and that's Bethune Community Television. Second place, Ashland Archives, Christine Scherer, VACA TV, and the winner is, where is Lithuania? Phyllis Sternman, Public Access Television Corp, PATV.
Ukrente is a village along the western seaside coast of Lithuania with famous wood carvings on the heavily forested Witches' Hill.
So in case anybody wants to know exactly where is Lithuania, you can either watch the whole thing, or you can just look on a map and find Poland and go a little bit up and to the right. I had a blast doing this after taking a trip to Lithuania, and I want to go back and do it again. It was wonderful. It's a beautiful country. Everyone should enjoy it, and thank you so much.
Historical documentary professional. Third place tie, our veteran stories, Vietnam Lee Blackman, Shirley Ann Bruno, Marcelo Mendez, and Erica Bradley, the Public Access Television Corporation. And tied with Camp Shady Pines, Peter Gay, Chris Miller, Devin Dare, North TV. Second place, Heroes Among Us, Matthew Goulet, Sue Richard, or is it Richard? Sue Richard, Joe Langlois, New Bedford Cable Network, and the winner is Who Did It? The Clue, VCR Game, Tim Lavandi, Frank Duran, Stephen Perry, Millville Cable Access.
So we did it on the cheap. We did it relatively cheap. We shot it in video, one camera. The casting came out of basically New England casting. They were all people that were local.
It was all New England talent. They didn't hire anybody.
We have a little history in New England where the Sparks Brothers at Southern New England Days, they filmed that Blue VCR game all here in Massachusetts and in Rhode Island, Newport. So my friend Frank, who's my director on this, was working on getting everyone together for Rhode Island Comic-Con, and it fell through, and I said, hey, like, we have the equipment, let's just go around New England. We went to Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and filmed all the interviews and just got it all together. So.
Instructional and training, non-professional. Third place, Home for Holidays, Roy Korn, Gina Cole, Kelly Pereira, Stoughton Media Access Corporation, and second place, Kit Coach Kaiser. Jamie Kaiser, Allison Rose, WACA TV, and the winner is Healthy Home, Healthy Planet, John Livermore, Marblehead Community Access and Media.
Have you ever thought about how your house affects the planet? As Thoreau said, what's the use of a house if you haven't got a tolerable planet to put it on? This is the story of transforming my house and making a difference.
John Livermore, he saw the animation in the back. It was a nice teamwork with his daughter. They knew nothing about animation. They'd never done a video before. They worked together, and with a green screen and the animation, and they came up with a very nice 10-minute instructional video on healthy home, healthy planet.
Instructional and training professional. Third place, Eat Well, Be Happy. Deborah Stark, Mike Chapman, Active TV. Second place, Peabody Adopt a Hydrant PSA. Derek Cobain, Courtney Kent, Desiree McMahon, Peabody Access Telecommunications. And the winner is Garage X, Episode 8, Exploring Rod Knot. Matt Holland, Steve Belanger, Chris Quimby, Nashua Community Television.
I say drive it. Give us some, let's hear it, let's rev it up. Let's rev it up.
Real cars, real people, real budgets. This is Garage X.
On behalf of Matt, Chris, Steve, and myself, we'd like to thank Access Nashua for helping us get off the ground on this, and all of the producers out there that helped make us all stronger. Thank you.
Thank God for public access television. I've learned this truth many times. Thank you. Issues in political process, non-professional. Second place, there is no third in this category. Second place, policy beast, Makita Keenan, Miles Garnett, Barbara Chisholm, WACA TV, and the winner is up for discussion, Ed Bell, Vicky Stavicare, I'll get help with that. Marblehead Community Access Media.
Hello, Marblehead, and welcome to Up for Discussion, a program where we explore the issues that you are talking about around town. Our panel for November is Ethan Foreman, editor.
I'm here today, but this is a crew that ranges in age from 20 to 90, so that just shows the diversity of people that we can get to work on this program. So thank you for the honor.
Issues in the political process, professional. Third place, People's View, presidential candidate Governor Gilmore. A lot of excitement in the room. Carl Seidel, Access Nashua and Nashua Community Television. Second place, NYC Votes 2015, video voter guide for Council District 23 general election. Daniel Leon, Rosalind Neves, Madeline Johnson, Queens Public Television, and the winner is Respond to Domestic Violence PSA, Erica Jones, Brianna Sador, Somerville Community Access Television.
I don't understand why certain people would think that a woman wants to be hit or raped or disowned.
My girlfriend isn't allowed to talk to other boys. If she's lonely, she better get on her knees and talk to Jesus.
I'm actually going to accept this on behalf of Erica Jones, who is on our board of directors and actually was just elected as our true vice chair for next year. Hi, Erica. And so I'm going to just channel her for a second and say, rock on, everyone.
Event coverage, single camera, non-professional. Third place, NCTV sports coverage, Jim Daw, Joe Murphy, Jamie Atkinson, Thune Community Television. Second place, Dragonfly Festival, Miles Garnett, Connor Donovan, WACA TV, and the winner is 5th Annual Jack Frost event, Russell Wolf, Friends of the Kimball Library, Atkinson Community Television.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. I did it last year. It's so hard and difficult to get this. I'd also like to thank our presenters, everyone who's here. Also, the film festival judges, the coordinators, and also Karen for putting this on so dearly.
News and magazine format, non-professional. Third place, Popcorn and Twizzlers, Andy Friedman, webcam. Second place, Public Praise TV, S2E7, Michael Hendricks, Stoughton, Media Access Corporation, and the winner is Purview TV show episode 005. Tanya Fleming, Dustin Fleming, Gail Brown, Plymouth Area Community Television.
After spending about $7 a day feeding her 3 cats, Plymouth resident and cat mama Peg Wood decided
Event coverage, single camera professional. Glover, third place, Glover's Marblehead Regiment Summer Encampment. James Maroney, Marblehead Community Access and Media. Second place, Wellesley, Library Transforms into a Mini Golf Course. Natalie Kaplan, Wellesley Media Corporation. And the winner is, around town, Vietnam Veterans Appreciation Day, Curtis Henderson Jr., Boston Neighborhood Network. Thank you, Curtis.
The Veterans Administration designated this year as the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. But we're commemorating the 40th anniversary of the end of the war here in Massachusetts. My purpose of doing the 40th anniversary of the end of the war.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for this award. I also want to say that in Boston we produce a program called Around Town. And we go around town and we take and edit different events that happen in the city, and we put that in the Around Town time slot, which is every other week we produce this program. And I want to introduce Sasha Shockey, who was the producer of this particular program.
The Vietnam Veterans Appreciation Day. It featured Gold Star Mothers. It featured Homes for the Brave, which is a national local initiative to find housing for homeless veterans, and also Transition House that the VA runs, which is a model in this country for women in transition for events. So there's a million stories out there. It's almost Veterans Day again. I hope for those of you who can will go find them and watch the whole thing on Around Town at VNNTV.org. Thank you.
I think that in life, I was drawn to Curtis for some reason when Chris came in. I'm a combat veteran in Vietnam myself, and now I know why I was drawn to you. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you. Event coverage, multiple cameras, non-professional. 1 first place, Hardy. Around the clock, Boston Marathon Special, Yolanda Graves, Barbara Chisholm, and Paul Baldwin, WACA TV.
So we've changed our vantage point. We are now on the roof of the Telecron building. So we see the runners going past us and back of us, up a little bit of a hill, not too much of a hill. So Joe.
I'm accepting this on behalf of Rapid TV and Ashland, Mass, especially for another of our board members who couldn't be here. She's actually in California, the sunshine and all that. Barbara Chisholm, and I know that they really appreciate this award.
Event coverage, multiple cameras, professional. Third place tie in Queens. Best of the Lowell Folk Festival 2015, Gary Mills. Drake Access Television Inc. And tied with 2015 City of Peabody International Festival, Camille Bartlett, Jim Palmer, Public Access Telecommunications. Second place in that category, New Bedford Half Marathon, Sue Richard, Dana DeBarros, New Bedford Cable Network, and the winner is Strand Beast, Elizabeth Meyer, ICAM Ipswich, Community Access Media.
And I'm the curator of the present tense at the Peabody Essex Museum, and I'm the curator of the Theo Janssen Strand Beast exhibition. So Theo has been working on the Strand Beast for 25 years.
I thank you for this glorious young piece. I really appreciate your hard work. I know it took a lot of work to get this whole thing together. This was a great event right in Ipswich at Queen Beach that I dragged actually my daughter and another friend so we could cover the event. As we all know, a small public access station for family and friends to help. But thank you very much.
We have 3 special awards to present. Chuck Sherwood Leadership Award goes to Lisa Byer, Executive Director of Catamount Access TV in Bennington, Vermont.
we couldn't think of a better person to receive the Chuck Sherwood Award than Lisa Beyer. Lisa's career in access television began in 1997 at Cat TV in Bennington, Vermont. Starting as an administrative assistant, she quickly propelled through the ranks to access coordinator and eventually to executive director, the position she currently holds. Her passion and dedication to access television was apparent early on and has grown immensely ever since. One of the criteria for the Chuck Sherwood Award is going above and beyond the call of duty, and Lisa has done this not only in the access world, but also in her community. From chair of the local Rotary to sitting on numerous boards, Lisa has never said no to anything that helps people or organizations. She has been on the Vermont Access Network board for as long as we can remember and has been working tirelessly, spearheading a gigantic effort to ensure Comcast fulfills its obligations to PEG with its upcoming Certificate of Public Good. Lisa has been a champion of public access television for nearly 20 years, and her contributions to our field are immeasurable. We will be reaping the benefits of her work for years to come, and we should all strive to match her passion and dedication to her craft. We would like to congratulate Lisa on this wonderful award and look forward to seeing what her career brings.
So thank you. William, who's on my staff, wouldn't let me see the video in advance, so now I know why. So I never, when I started in 1997, I really never thought I would still be here, let alone standing here. I started as part-time administrative assistant. I think William said all of this. And I thought the work was challenging and interesting and really community-oriented, and I really liked that. And I think that's what kept me there. So I ended up having every job there was to have, and eventually in 2003, I think I took over as director. And, there were more challenges, but I kind of was learning from my colleagues around the state that I was really keeping everything local to the issues of our access centers, and all understand. And then once I was able to really build a great team, I started branching out and working on the statewide level with the Vermont Access Network Board and the VMX Board, and eventually took over as president in 2013, and a special thank you goes out to Rob Chapman for having the foresight of seeing what regulatory issues were coming down the pipe and giving me the presidency just in time. So thanks, Rob. So Vermont's regulatory system is a little different than the rest of New England and the rest of the state. So Van has been a party to the dockets in front of the Public Service Board for the renewal of the CPGs for the cable companies, and we had two in the last 3 years. So we had Charter and Comcast. So for 3 years, I've been completely immersed in this process, and it's been countless negotiations, legal documents, committee meetings, phone calls, reams of paper, thousands of emails, and it's been a lot of work. But what kept me going through it was knowing that we had 26 access centers that were counting on our work, and countless employees and community members counting on the success of this process. So that's really what kept us going, in hopes of a perfect outcome. So the heavy lifting is done, and the decision is up to the Public Service Board now, so we hope that they uphold the obligations of the cable company to do what they're supposed to in our communities, so that we can continue to do the important work that we do. And we all know that technology is changing, and the regulations need to change to meet the new technology. And without HD and IPG and VOD and all those things, we're not going to be treated the same. So we need access to those commercial features that the cable companies have. So it's really vital that we do this work now. So I'm really honored to have this. It's unexpected, and I thank you, but I also have to thank my incredible team at Cat TV, because if they weren't holding down the fort for the last 3 years, I couldn't have done this. So they're happy to have me back. And my committee, the Van Comcast Committee, Rob is a part of that. We have worked really, really hard. And to all of the other members for supporting the work. So thank you very much.
Our next award is the Brian Wilson Mentor Award, and it goes to Eric Dresser, Executive Director, Hingham Community Access and Media, Massachusetts.
Well, thank you, everybody. It's extremely humbling, and I think my daughter and wife at the table, they wanted to join me for a moment up here, but I thank them for their support as well. And for the entire ACM Northeast, my staff who put together that video, I think my favorite part of watching that video is seeing all of the past staff that I've had that were with me, that have just passed through, join me here today just through their inclusion in that video. Really means a lot. The teaching for me has always sort of been a theme in my life. I've actually taught snowboarding for coming up on 20 years now. I'm not that old, I'm 34, so that's most of my life. And so teaching's always been something that's important to me. And having the opportunity to teach both my members that come through the Community Media Center, my staff, is something that's just so rewarding for me on a day-to-day basis. So I just again thank the Alliance for this opportunity, and I just thank this field for the opportunity to be doing this sort of work every day. Thank you.
Our final special award goes to Rika Welch. It is the Rika Welch Community Impact Award, going to Georgia Lucier, producer, Midlife Matters, WPAA TV, Wallingford, Connecticut.
I have this notion that as we age, we bring our experience, our education, we know when to zig and zag, and our intuition comes into play, and we can pinpoint things better than ever. I'm Georgianne Lucier, and this is Midlife Matters, a half-hour TV show that's a conversation with interesting women celebrating our wisdom and wit. The goal for Midlife Matters, where we celebrate women's wisdom and wit, is to inform viewers about things they might not have information on, into careers, jobs, opportunities that women have taken advantage of. In that process, to inspire them to try something new, take a risk, go back to school, just to be taken to another place in terms of what really an everyday woman has done with her life. These are not reality star type people. These are people who have made their way through hard work and hopefully some good mentorship. They talk about the barriers they faced and the failures they've had as well. So in that way, I hope that it is inspirational.
Many come into Community Access TV thinking they have something special to share. Georgianne came in with the attitude that we all have our unknowns to discover. As part of the discovery process, she selects a quote for each of her guests. The nominating committee for this award selected a quote for her. "I hope you will go out and let stories happen to you, and that you will work them, water them with your blood and tears, and your laughter till they bloom, till you yourself burst into bloom." As the executive director of WPAA TV, I've had the pleasure to meet all of the women that have been guests on Georgianne's show and hear firsthand how their experience of discovering their story was unexpectedly transforming. All guests comment about the pre-interview. Most say it is like discovering a good friend. Many find they are eager to talk about their organizations or interests, but become amazed that they too have an inspiring story. Each feels better about being who they are in their midlife, their prospects, and some have been courageous enough to change their life after their interview. Each of the women are happy to see Georgianne's work recognized. It is work that connects women of all generations.
In terms of the real intent of the show, one of my earlier guests was approached by a neighbor who knew her as a neighbor, not a close friend necessarily, who said, "I was so impressed with what you had to say. It inspired me to go back to school." I said, if Jan can do that, I can do that. I should really look into it. And that's really my goal, is to help women tell their stories in a way that both makes them satisfied about being able to see the arc of their lives and what they've accomplished, and feel good about that, as well as to have other people look at it and say, wow, I'm not on the same path, but I can do something similar in terms of trying something new, getting out there a little more, maybe just continuing what I'm doing and not getting discouraged.
I think this special award speaks to the power of women's stories. One of my guests said, we all need people in our lives who said, you can do. And the stories demonstrate that midlife offers many opportunities to grow and do, such as turning a flying hobby into becoming an airport manager after losing a sales director job, divorcing at 50, being discovered in karaoke, and becoming a professional singer at 60. Despite being legally blind, becoming an editor of a global travel magazine, a third career. Early retiring, finishing a bachelor's, getting a master's, and going on to be a social services director for a town. Leaving a tenured professorship to pursue the life of an artist, and moving across country. After losing a daughter to drugs, helping to form a community coalition to fight an epidemic. Steadfastly pursuing a career while getting divorced, being a mom, a caregiver, and still finding time to take bird photography. Taking a hiatus as a speech pathologist after losing a husband at age 50 and ending up being a chef for seminarians. These women share where they are, where they've been, and where they might be going, which encourages us all to take heart and persevere, which fosters a sense of community that at midlife we are all in this together. We had this idea to create short videos. It helps engage viewers. They're segments of the full half hour. And it also provides guests with links to continue their advocacy work in areas such as domestic violence, women's safety, financial fraud, adult adoptee rights, veterans, caregivers, performing arts, the library services, healthcare quality, forming a high school health academy, serving on a hospital for special needs, including autism and ALS, offering a wide range of services through a community of Franciscan nuns, and directing continuing education for a state university. So on behalf of the guests and the viewers, I am thrilled to accept this Rika Welch Community Impact Award with a special thanks to the nominating and selection committee, and special thanks to Susan Adele Heisinger, Executive Director of WPAA TV, who when I called to inquire about starting a show at age 62, said you can do. Thank you.
I'm wondering if the Per View of TV episode folks like.
After spending about $7 a day feeding her 3 cats, Plymouth resident and cat mama Peg Wood decided.
I just wanted to say that there are times, sometimes, when this video production business is, for me, it's a challenge. And I say to myself, oh, I think I'm going to try radio stories. And maybe that would be a life. And then I realized that cats just don't look as good on radio as they do on TV. So I just want to thank my husband. He's always encouraging me and pushing me, sometimes screaming and hollering. But I took this as a sign to support, to continue, and to not give up.
Thank you. You were a great table mate too for lunch.
Oh, thank you for staying with us.
News and magazine format, professional. Third place, headliner, the News of Marblehead. John Caswell and the headliner news team, Marblehead Community Access and Media, Inc. Second place, PAC TV, Community News Show 126, May 7th, 2015. Kim Leon, Maureen Bates, Brian Sullivan, Plymouth Area Community Television. And the winner is Behavioral Journal, Lindsay Paris, HC Media.
How's the grapes?
Good. First of all, thanks for coming out to Willow Spring Vineyards. People often are very surprised that we have a winery here in Haverhill that you can grow grapes in.
so much. I know a lot of the stations in this room are doing regular news shows, and you guys know it's a lot of work and it's relentless. But it's so rewarding to be able to bring the stories to our community. And I know the best part about my job is when people come to me and say, watching your show makes me really proud to live in Eagle. That's the best compliment you get. So thank you so much. This is a partnership with our city. They put this on our year. It's just a restaurant meet. And they gave us a lot of wonderful free food, so thank you so much.
Music and performance, non-professional. Third place, 50 years of volunteers, the Marblehead Festival Arts. Ryan Wheeler, Marblehead Community Access and Media. Second place, South High Opera, The Marriage of Figaro, 2015. GNPS TV Crew, GNPS TV Great and Public Schools Television. And the winner is Amor, Stephen Quiron. That's got me. Danvers Community Access Television.
Se fue dolor, jamás había pensado que fuera amor.
Music and Performance Professional. Third place, Opus 30, Maggie Triggs, Sandy McLeod, Lake Champlain Access Television. Second place, Ham Jams with Big Bad Wolf, AFTV staff and volunteers, Access Framingham. And the winner is Duck Village Stage Sessions, The Wild Waiting and Bree Mattioli. And it's Erica Jones, Somerville Community Access.
Again, say the right words, say the right words at once. When you speak so slowly, the right voice from the right lips upon. When you whisper softly, oh, the only voice I...
PSA short program, non-professional. A third place tie between Trolling PSA, Daniel Lee, Bevcan, and Nyanza, Illuminating Futures, Allison Rose, Dan Morelli, Wacko TV. No, it's Wacko. And we just having some fun. Second place, Sexual Assault PSA, Emily Audet, Bevcan. And the winner is Drunk Driving Prevention PSA, Julia Perry, Ben Ingleson, and that's Bevcan.
I want to say thanks to the committee for this. We have 3 entries in here that are really talented students at the Beverly High School who do a really great job making these PSAs, and they enjoy it. So thank you very much.
With all the talent in this area, this room today, and in this region, there's no way we can't fall out of this spiral the country seems to be in. We've got too much talent. So turn loose. Our next one is another third place tie, and it is in the area of PSA short program professional. Third place, QPTV presents Cultural Express promo, Queens Public Television, tied with Waltham Boys and Girls Club Mission Video 2016 for Strangler, Waltham Community Access Corporation, WCAC TV. Second place, QHD, Halloween Safety Tips, Ruth Jones, Mark Crosby, Quincy Access Television, and the winner is Lex Media, PSA, Florence Del Santo, Terry Seminaris, Lex Media.
I just wish. Have you been filming vertically the entire time? Dude, this is a movie, okay? This is cinema. It's not your sister's piano recital.
Oh.
Turn the thing sideways.
School education program, non-professional. Second place, Superintendent rides the bus, Florence Del Santo, Irene Donnelly, Lex Media. And the winner is Sustainability Academy, 6 years as a magnet school, Mark Klein Lucy, RETN.
Not even close. I mean, that's like a fraction of it, such a small fraction of it.
Sustainability for me is kind of like whether it's fair or not, making sure that like things are equal.
Sustainability means people just working together and being a whole entire community and helping each other and caring for each other.
Making the world.
School education program professional. Third place tie, homework helpers, George Goodfellow, Marcia Guy, New Bedford Cable Network. Tied with School News Update and Hamilton. And that's GNAT TV. Second place, Upper Cape Cod Regional Technical School Auto Body, Elaine O'Branos, Jennifer McGrail, Bourne Community Television, and the winner is Thank a Veteran Program, Robert Zahn, GNPS TV.
To July 1946.
Served in the service from 1960 to 1962. 61, I was at the Berlin Wall when we were called up on an alert.
When World War II was declared.
I haven't had a chance to thank World War II veterans for saving this planet. Take the time to do it. We're losing a lot every single day. Science, Health, and Spirituality, non-professional. Third place, Working Science, Yvonne Stapp, Belmont Media Center. Second place, Public Praise TV featuring Erica Campbell and Caleb McCoy at S3E1, Michael Hendricks, Stoughton Media Access Corporation. And finally, the winner is Self-Portraits by Emily Audet, DevCam.
Realize that community supports like this are so important.
If you look at the whole picture of everything that we do.
Be sure to see Stone representing because he's the best looking one in the group. Science, Health, and Spirituality Professional. Second place time, RHS Yes Screen Program. Amanda Wheeler, Amber Dumas, Daniel Liddell, PEG TV, Rutland Regional Community Television. Tied with Stormwater Pollution, Causes, Effects, and Solutions. David Goblaskas, Judith A. Warren, Jessica Jakes, Worcester Government Television, and the winner is Journey to the End of Life, Courtney Kent, Desiree McMahon, Ben Meadows, PBD Access Telecommunications. Student programming, non-professional only. Third place, the 802 Experience. Haley Goodrich, GNAT TV. Second place, Mongol Steel. Graham Byers, Nicholas Montaigne, Nick Jennings, RETN. And the winner is Belmont Football 2015 First Look 2.0. Lucas Tragos, James Nayland, Belmont Media Center.
Just regular residents coming to see the football game, bringing their kids, bringing themselves, bringing just anybody, because it's becoming a fun thing to see, because these kids are really trying. You can see that Coach Q is a real leader.
Sports programming, non-professional. First place, Best of Sports Rap 2015. Michael Wigdor, Frank Walsh, Roxanne Moore, Staunton Media Access Corporation.
You had the privilege of having a conference with him recently.
Yeah,
and
he actually, I went to the Bill Belichick Foundation, and he signed my beanie a couple days after the game.
Wow.
Could we show that to the camera, perhaps?
Thank you very much for this award. For us, the third time is a charm. We were here, the third time I've been here, we were third place and second place, and we made it! And I want to thank my co-host, Frank Walsh, for helping to bring in some of our unusual guests. which we think makes our show more exciting. It's always nice when you can add creativity to it. So I want to thank Frank Walsh and Roxanne Morris, my director, and our great staff at Snow Media Access Corporation. Thank you.
Sports programming professional. Third place, 2 points. Rebecca Karen, Wellesley Media Corporation. Second place, Colonials Football. Mark Shear, Tim Leto, Acton TV. And the winner is Baseball in Vermont. Paul Snyder, Northwest Access TV.
Create the appropriate culture.
The players have the coaches to thank for all that upbeat attitude.
The thing is, when you can have a positive attitude from our coach and positive atmosphere from him, it makes everyone else's mood shoot up.
It does get warmer and the weather does get better, and our season maybe is short.
Profile Talk Show, non-professional. Third place, Inspiring Stories, Bill Corbett Jr., Fort Valley Studio. Second place, Community Forum, Jack Levin, Roy Cohen, Leo McGowan, and Gina Cole, Stoughton Media Access Corporation. And the winner is Dog Bones, Steve Dunning, GNAT TV. Profile Talk Show Professional. Third place, Fairy Tale Access, Circle of Sun, Denise Marie McIntosh. I like it. Second place, Life of the Party, Amy Chamberlain, GNAT TV. And the winner is Power Women of Queens, Episode 2, Daniel Leone, Lucia Drago, Queens Love the Government.
First woman to hold this position in Queens history.
How were you able to balance motherhood and career?
Well, I've done it, and you have to have the energy and you have to be a good organizer. You have to organize your time.
Then Lucia chats with 21st District Council member.
And General Talk Show, non-professional. Third place, Jason's in the house. Right name. Jason Carosella, Bevcam. Second place, Hometown Business, or A Love Story. Gina Cole, Steve Kelly, Stoughton Media Access Corporation. And the winner is Business as Usual, Kevin Willett, Drake Access TV.
So, how do you feel about this year's show? How's it coming along so far?
I feel great about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the cast is really wonderful. And the great thing about this cast, I feel, which is true to some degree with every cast, but this cast in particular, we seem very connected.
General Talk Show Professional. Third place, Weathering the Weather, Galvin and Nagel, Edward Cohen, George Cox, Westford Cats. Second place, 13 Most Haunted in Massachusetts, Sam Baltrusis, MATV, Malden's Media Center, and the winner is the Best of the Wrestling Connection, Ben Hill, Dan Carpenter, Julian Warren, Becky TV.
Believe the hype.
This is our first time here at the ACM Awards. So honored to be here. Thank you very much. Special thanks, big shout out goes to our wonderful production crew, Brian Dorrington Jr., you know now as Allworth Hall Telecommunications, production director Greg Dolan, Miss Julia Trading right here, staff of those of us, everyone at Bedford TV. Thank you so much for a great 3 years so far, and hopefully many more to come. I could not have picked two better, more enthusiastic guys to be beside me, connecting the world with professional wrestling. My best friend 7 years is Zach Martinkus, Julian Warren, and it's not just a matter of connecting the world with professional wrestling, educating about professional wrestling. The hidden message we have in every show is that not just for those who have outlandish interests like professional wrestling to pursue your interests, no matter the adversity, but also to those like Zach like myself, with learning disabilities, whether it be Asperger's, whether it be autism, whatever the circumstances, that you shouldn't look at it as a detriment, but you should look at it as a gift, seeing the world from a different point of view, and seeing where that different point of view can take you.
Apart from that, it was totally unexpected, but honestly, I never would have figured us being the #1 show in all New England, we nominated, we rolled, sorry. But, you know, if someone were to tell me, you know, 24 years ago that I'd be part of the greatest show of all time, The Wrestling Connection, I would have thought you were nuts. But, you know, for the last two almost going on 3 years, so it's been phenomenal, it's been amazing, and honestly, I really couldn't be any more proud to be part of the Wrestling Connection. And honestly, I want to thank everybody over at Bedford TV. And this guy right here, you guys, you're wrong though. We've actually known this. I've known this guy for 8 years, and I've known this guy here for 2 years. And it's just, I honestly, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to be part of. You know, not just a show, but also a family. Because that's another message that Kenny forgot to mention. That the Wrestling Connection is basically a family, and that no matter what, the family always sticks together. Brothers, bonds, no matter what, we stick together, we stay strong, and we never stop being awesome. So,
first of all, I'd like to give a shout out to Bedford TV. You know, we came in strong here. Look at what we got. Most of all, I want to thank my two good friends, Kenny Hill and Zach Martinez, for not only inviting me to the show, but allowing me to be a part of this legacy right here, because this is exactly what the Wrestling Connection is all about. Educating the world about pro wrestling, but not only about that, creating a legacy, because not only on top of that, my buddy right here tonight, we're getting ready to go back to pro wrestling school, and we're about to join the business. So it's going to show that Zach and myself and the voice of the Wrestling Connection, Mr. Kenny Hill, right here, is going to show us why. If it ain't stronghold, they don't want none. Thank you very much.
Head advocacy. Third place tie between Trailer for the Future of Community Media in New York State, Ariane, Alliance for Community Media of New York. Tied with Producing Made Easy, Paul Snyder, Northwest Access TV. Second place, What MATV Means to Me, Ron Fox, James Mudge, MATV, Mullins Media Center, and the winner is Growing with Pat, Desiree McMahon, Ben Meadows, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
My name is Derek Gavain, and I've been at PAT for almost 8 years.
I'm Brendan Barbaro, and I've been a part of PAT for about 5-ish years now.
This film really just to shout out to any access corporation that creates a safe and comfortable place for youth, high schoolers, middle schoolers, elementary school, to express themselves and to create. So, thank you.
Our final awards are in categories size and market. And our first award is the overall excellence over the course of the year in the under $200,000 market. It goes to Provincetown Community TV.
Thank you to the Alliance, and we'd like to thank our Board of Directors for their support, our members for participating in our very small access center that we're working very hard to grow. I'd like to personally thank our Public Access Director, Heather Reed, for all of her hard work. Like I said, we're growing, and we're very excited and proud to accept this award on behalf of the town of Provincetown.
Overall excellence in the market, $201,000 to $350,000 goes to Marblehead Community Access and Media.
Good evening and welcome to MHTV's Headliner. I'm John Caswell. It's the snow that never stops. Over a foot of new snow was added to the piles already too high in town during the latest storm February 8th and 9th. MHTV's James Maroney traveled around to see how residents were faring.
Our Executive Director, Joan Galloway, couldn't be here today, but she wanted me to thank everyone on behalf of the staff and the members and our board of directors. Thank everyone at the Alliance for support.
Our next category is overall excellence in the $351,000 to $500,000 market. It goes to Fall River Community Media.
Thank you for your accomplishment.
What actually happened was Egbert got pushed. Yeah, Egbert was pushed. Did you see somebody push him? I didn't. But the cool thing is, when I heated that air up, some of the air left. Some of the air left. There was less air in.
On behalf of Keith Tebow, the staff and volunteers at Fall River Community Media, we'd like to thank the Alliance for this recognition.
Someone should go to the Emmys and those other award shows and teach how to give speeches. Overall excellence, $501,000 to $750,000 market goes to Peabody Access Telecommunications.
This means a lot. This is our first 10 years, so it's quite an honor, and especially that we do this during tumultuous renewal. So thank you very much.
And finally, the award for overall excellence over $751,000 market in the last year, Haverhill Community Media.
People are very impressed by what it is today, and to us that's the important thing, is that it is a beautiful town park now, with the memory of the animal.
It does mean a lot. It means a lot that they're able to preserve the park. Yes, there are a lot of memories, but the memories are going to be new memories for the new generation coming in.
I'm the Executive Director of Haverhill Community Television, also known as HC Media, as we go through our little facelift. I am extremely proud of our staff that we have here, and President of our Board of Directors, Jake Clary, and I just want to bring out Matt Belfiore, who is our Operations Director.
Matt Belfiore, I enjoy a lot of walks on the beach and nothing to cry in public. Hi. I just want to say thank you very much. I am very fortunate to work with an amazing, amazing staff. We've got a great board of directors. We've got great volunteers. And I get to go to work every day and love what I do and love the people that I work with. They're all awesome. Thank you very much.
Everybody, my name is JP Fourier and I run the station in Farmington. I also represent the Community Television Association of Maine, and I'm on the board of the ACMNE. And as I sit there taking you guys' pictures, watching these videos, I am just so inspired by the work that you guys are doing. So another big game to you guys. Thanks so much for coming up to Maine. I'm used to going down to see you guys, which is usually over 2.5 hours, so I guess you guys had to experience that trip this morning. So keep up the good work. You guys are all inspiring, and thanks for coming up.